colleagues, friends. Thank you. Thank you very much to the Climate Leadership Coalition and partners of the Call on Carbon Initiative for hosting this very important event at such a critical time for our planet and for our people. Sadly, I was not able to join you today physically. Nevertheless, it is my great pleasure to give some closing remarks following this important discussion. As many of you are already aware, the International Chamber of Commerce, which I proudly lead as Secretary General, is the institutional representative of more than 45 million businesses covering more than 150 countries worldwide. And since the early 1990s, we have been the official focal point for business and industry of the UNFCCC. In this capacity, we bring the voice of business to the international climate negotiations, and what an important voice that is. Paul, in his remarks, has laid bare the scale and urgency of our task to limit global temperature increases to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And the current geopolitical events will only increase the challenge before us. But as we have heard, there are some prospects for hope. The resources are there, the know-how, the tools, they're all there. And the falling costs of renewables present a very significant opportunity for us. And let me add to that. The global business community stands squarely behind the goals of the Paris Agreement. We should know we were there, despite the many challenges the global economy is currently facing. The business case for climate action is clear and never been clearer, and the scale of the related investment opportunity is, simply put, quite remarkable. But the question that remains is how to unlock these opportunities to the fullest possible extent. A challenge which, at its core, means enabling all businesses of different sizes, sectors and jurisdictions take action aligned with a net zero future. Significant scale-up in investments can only be accomplished if the policy framework conditions are adjusted and if emissions are priced appropriately. It's great to see countries and international organizations stepping up, promoting the use of carbon pricing and pushing for global standards on carbon pricing. We at ICC strongly support calls to make full use of market-based instruments to drive emissions reductions in the most economically efficient way, and also welcome and support initiatives such as this call on carbon. But carbon pricing instruments need to be carefully designed to maximize their effectiveness. Many businesses, most of which are very, very small, in our global network already report that the fragmented nature of existing domestic carbon pricing regimes poses increasing operational challenges and risks, particularly for these smaller businesses with limited administrative or technical capacities. In our report launched at COP26, we made clear that international consistency is the absolute key to unlock the full environmental and economic benefits of market-based policies. The adoption of the Article 6 rulebook in Glasgow was certainly significant in that regard. The rules are highly technical, the benefits, however, are clear. If implemented successfully, Article 6 has real potential to enable all countries to move together towards net zero as a future. Independent research has shown that successful implementation of the Article 6 has the potential to generate $1 trillion of capital flows by 2050 and to reduce the total cost of implementing national climate commitments by more than half. This is quite remarkable. So while we have the fundamental rules agreed, the myriad details to make them function have still to be defined. Governments must work closely with business in this endeavour in the months ahead and ensure the new mechanisms can be implemented successfully as soon as possible. But successful implementation of Article 6 will not be enough. We need to go beyond that. Join forces, share experiences, identify collaborative actions to create the essential foundation for the convergence required to establish carbon pricing regimes that can deliver real and additional benefits for the climate and society. I thank you, and I look forward to continuing our exchange on the road to COP27 in Egypt.